is Isaac Cohen, and we'll be talking about Parkdale. It is a neighborhood that was originally built around a golf course, I think, in the early 20th century, and is a pretty middle-class neighborhood. Lots of small homes, lots of great yards everywhere, and a great big park.
If you were describing it to someone who had never been to Dallas before, how would you describe it?
Parkdale is a really close-knit community, and one of the great things about it is that they have parades for a lot of major holidays and community events. So, 3 or 4 times a year, there's just a parade of neighbors and different floats and activities that come through the neighborhood and gather everyone together for events.
What do you think one of the biggest strengths of the neighborhood are?
So I think the biggest strengths are probably the elementary school there, so Asher Silberstein Elementary School, and then you can walk to a Green Line dart station at Longview, which is a huge asset for the neighborhood.
So what do people do around that neighborhood?
Other than, there's a big park in the neighborhood, so that's a huge kind of focal point for people's activities. It borders White Rock Creek on one side, so eventually when the trail connecting White Rock Lake down to the Trinity Forest gets built, it'll be along that, which will be great. But other than that, it's just a residential neighborhood right now.
So if you could change one thing about it to make it better, what would you change?
Well, I think the one thing that I heard when I was living there is that it'd be great to have a corner store or a coffee shop somewhere in the neighborhood where people could gather, because there's no commercial space in the neighborhood.
So there's no commercial space?
There are no commercial structures. It's just residential and then the school.
Anything else you would add just to give people a better picture of what Parkdale is?
No, I think the really big thing for me was that made it unique, other than other residential neighborhoods in the city, was really the ability to walk to the dart station and then the parades, which really make it unique.